What are some of the challenges you see with people that are first starting to get fit?
The pain. Initially just getting up and doing it, just finding the time, and most people say it's the pain that they feel initially. I say you got to work through it. You work through the pain and your body will get used to whatever you put it through. And like I say, just finding the time with people's families, children, work schedules, that's the biggest issue that I find.
Well, how much time are we talking about? I mean, not everyone, people are busy. They don't have time to do an hour's worth of training. What do you recommend?
An hour is ideal, but 15 to 30 minutes of moving, doing something, walking, cycling, running, that's better than doing nothing. A lot of times people have dinner, they start watching TV, they're done for the day. You got to get up and you got to move. You got to move.
Well, can 15 minutes actually make a difference?
15 minutes is a start. It is a starting point. It's not the ideal goal just to do 15 minutes a day, but 15 minutes will work, whether it be 30 minutes on your lunch break, getting out instead of sitting down having a meal, go out to the nearby park or walk around the building. Those things will help. But it's ideal to, like I say, get up to 45 minutes to an hour a day of cardiovascular activity.
And what about people that say, I can't afford the gym, it's too expensive? What do you say to that?
I'm glad you asked that question. There's lots of things in the city that are free to do. You go to nyc.gov, Parks and Recs, there are free yoga classes, there's tons of bike paths throughout the city. They're actually creating more and more because, even with like the city bike program, things of that nature, if you don't own a bike, you can rent a bike, you can walk, parks are free, those things of that nature. You don't have to join a gym, but you have to get out and move, power walk. It's not just a stroll through the park, power walking, things of that nature. It's like really seek out the free activities in New York City.
The Bronx, the borough of the Bronx, there's a lot of obese children, obese
Absolutely.
people. It's like the most obese borough, I believe. What do you think? Why do you think that is, and what do you think attributes to that?
The biggest issue that I find is that in our grocery stores, we don't have the Whole Foods, the Trader Joe's, with all the gourmet things of that nature. And I think when people go, they're looking for the most inexpensive. They go through the sale items, and those things that are actually on sale are not the best things. I look in the sales papers all the time, and the number one thing is like a 3 liter of soda is 99 cents. So that's what people are buying. They're not drinking the water, and people don't necessarily want the water all the time. They're buying these big jugs of tea, which are tons of sugar in these things. So I think the biggest issue is not making the proper food choices. No matter where you shop in the neighborhood, you go for your fruits and vegetables, your proteins, your meats, your chicken, things of that nature. You have to make better food choices with what you do have. And there's farmers markets in the neighborhood, which I see all the time. So I think they're there twice a week. I think that's the biggest thing, it's just making healthy food choices.